I tried to chase Remy away with a stick, but I ended up making his head hit a rock. I kept yelling his name, Remy, but he never answered me. It was only then that I realized I'd killed someone. My first thought was to run, but after sprinting a few hundred meters, I changed my mind. No one had seen me do it, after all. So I dragged Remy's body and pushed it into a deep hole. Once I cleaned up the mess, I hurried home. On the way, I noticed my watch was gone, but I didn't have the energy to look for it. Soon, news of Remy's disappearance spread. When Remy's mom and the cops questioned me, all I could do was lie through my teeth. When they got nothing out of me, they had to start a blanket search. I thought to myself, sooner or later, they'd find where I hid the body. Just as I was about to confess the truth, a storm swept through the town, wiping out all traces of what I'd done.
18 years later, the townsfolk decided to develop that forest. A worker found Remy's body. Soon, the town held a hearing. The cops said they'd found the killer's hair. All they needed was a DNA test to find who did it. The luck was on my side. My DNA wasn't in the system. That's how I got away with it again. Then a stranger showed up at my door and handed me a watch. I recognized it right away. It was the one I'd lost after killing Remy. He said he wouldn't turn me in, out of respect for my mom, but he begged me to turn myself in. I still couldn't bring myself to do it, because my girlfriend had just told me she was pregnant, but I'd never slept with her. She made me promise to take responsibility or she'd get a DNA test. That's when I panicked. To keep my secret as a killer, I had no choice but to marry her. Turns out she was Remy's older sister, the same brother I'd killed. Soon, we had a sweet little kid. Even though we seemed like the perfect happy family, I was torn apart by pain and guilt every single day. And every move, every look from my in-laws and my wife, they reminded me, non-stop, of the terrible sin I'd committed all those years ago.